Hello guys, this is Nat Blue with a new tier list. So today we are just going to be doing a tier list of DC characters. We did one for the Justice League, but this is a more inclusive list, so I wanted to jump into it. We are going to get rid of D really quick, so we're going to delete this row. We are going to add a row below F, and this is going to be... Who is that? Because I have a few characters on this list that I know I'm not going to recognize. And I think part of that is that some of these pictures might be harder for me to see. I'm sure that I would know the character if I looked at them for a little bit longer, but that's okay. We're just going to jump into this, guys. So to start off the list is Superman. Superman, I'll put an A for the same reason I put him in A in the Justice League video. He's not my favorite character, but he does deserve an A spot for just how iconic he is. We're going to jump into Batman next. Batman, we're going to put in B. We're not doing what we did in the Justice League video. I cannot stand the fan base, and I talked a little bit about that in the other video, but I don't like the fan base. I love his rogues gallery. I love his sidekicks, but the sidekicks are on this list, so we are not going to take that into account when we're making the list. We are just going to go off of the pictured characters. I cannot put him higher for his sidekicks again. Next on this list is Hal Jordan, the Green Lantern. I'm going to put Hal in B. I love Hal Jordan, and I don't want him. No, you know what? We're going to put him in A because of the Yellow Lantern, like Parallax side story that went on. I really liked Parallax. I think that was really fun. Hal Jordan is most people's favorite Green Lantern. He's not my favorite, but I do really like Hal Jordan. He's great. Next, we have Wonder Woman. I'm going to put Wonder Woman in C. She is iconic. I don't like a lot of things about Wonder Woman that I went over in the Justice League tier list. If you want to go check that out, there's just a lot of key features like the bracers and the invisible jet that I just really don't like. Next is Martian Manhunter. I'll put Martian Manhunter in B with Batman. So I love that he can phase through walls. I'm a big fan of the telepathy and shape shifting and everything. He's a very interesting character. I like his interactions with Miss Martian. He is one of my favorite Justice League members in the animated show. I think he's overlooked a lot, and I wish that more people talked about how great Martian Manhunter is. Next on this list is Barry Allen, it looks like. So the Flash. I'm going to put the Flash high B above Batman. So I love Barry. I think I like Wally more. And that brings us to Wally West. I'm going to put Wally West in A. Um, honestly, I want to put Wally above Superman. I think Wally's my favorite Flash. He's a very good character. He was a great sidekick. He's a little bit faster than Barry in most of the comic books. I'm a huge Wally West fan. I love his dynamic with Nightwing. I'm a big Wally fan. Next is Aquaman. We'll put Aquaman in B under Martian Manhunter. I think that New 52 helped a lot of people appreciate Aquaman more. I think he's a really interesting character. He is a better fighter than most people give him credit for. I think that the old TV shows kind of made people think he's a joke, but I do really like Aquaman. That brings us to Cyborg. Cyborg, I'm going to put middle of B right now. I talked a lot about Cyborg in the Justice League video also. He's just really interesting. I like his backstory. I like the tech stuff that he can do, the beams that his arm can shoot out. He's a cool character. He is also, I think, maybe the first Teen Titan from that TV show that is a Justice League member. Next is John Stewart. This is my Green Lantern. We're going to put John Stewart in S. I love John Stewart. This is the Green Lantern I grew up with. I heard about John way before I heard about Hal Jordan. And honestly, I just love the character so much. His willpower is so great. He's a little bit more tactical than some of the other Green Lanterns with his military background. I just really do like John Stewart. That brings us to Red Tornado. He's going back into F again. I don't like the character. He's boring. His powers are okay. I really just don't like Red Tornado. Next on this list, Billy Batson, Shazam. I'm going to put Billy in S. I really like Billy Batson. I don't know if this is where I put him in the Justice League video. It's been a while since I filmed it. But I think he's a more interesting Superman. I like the dynamic he has with the rest of the Justice League. I think he's probably going to be lower S, but that's okay. I love the character so much. Next on this list is Supergirl. We're going to put Supergirl in low B. I talked a lot about this. I just don't like Supergirl as a character for the main reason of her being overshadowed by Superman a lot. I think Power Girl is a better Supergirl because she's not as invested in Superman. She's from a different universe. I think Supergirl is a good character, and they've worked on her a lot over the years. I just don't like her very much. Next person on this list, Booster Gold. He's going into S. I love Booster Gold. He's hilarious. I like that he's from the future. I think that's hilarious. He came back just to become a superhero. He's such a good character. I like his interactions with Ted Cord. Booster Gold is just amazing. I don't have anything but nice things to say about Booster Gold. Next, we have Barbara Gordon's Batgirl. We'll put her in the grand scheme of all of the superheroes. We'll put her in B. I do really like her as Oracle, and I want that to weigh into this a little bit, or she would probably be lower. But Barbara Gordon's amazing. Batgirl is a really good character. I'm just more of a fan of the Robins myself. Next person on this list is Beast Boy. We're going to put Beast Boy. We're going to put him. We're going to put him bottom of A. It took me a minute to decide where we were going with that. I really like Beast Boy. I think he grows a lot in the comics. He does a good job with the Titans. He does a good job with, that other group that they just did a TV show about recently that I cannot remember the name of. Nathan Fillion voices a character in the show, I think. But he's just amazing. I like Beast Boy a lot as a character. He's really interesting. He has a lot of depth to him. His power of turning into animals is cool, but doesn't seem like it's useful against some of the people in this list. But I still think he's a great character. This is Black Canary next. I'm going to put Black Canary in C for this list. Just because I don't like her as much as most of the other characters on this list. We went into it a little bit. I do like Black Canary. I just think she's not as great in the grand scheme of the list. Next, we have a Batgirl. I think this is probably Stephanie Brown in a different costume, but I'm not sure because this could be Cassandra Cain in a different costume. We're going to rank her beside the other Batgirl. I feel like that's Cassandra Cain, but it might not be because I don't know. I feel like that might be Cassandra Cain. I just normally see her in like the orphan outfit instead of that, and that's probably why I'm blanking a little bit. And then we have Catwoman. Catwoman is an A tier. I think she's better than Batman. I like Catwoman better than Batman. Selina's a good character. Damian Wayne, I'm going to put in C. I am not a huge Damian fan. He's started to grow on me over the years. I like his dynamic with Nightwing. I think they grew a lot while Nightwing was Batman. I'm just not a huge Damian fan. I will put him top of C. He is the Blood Son. We have to do something for him. Green Arrow, we're going to put bottom of C. I would put him in F. I am considering putting him in F. But I think that doesn't do him justice. He is still a full Justice League member. He has done some impressive things. I'm just not a big fan of Green Arrow. I go very in depth in that in the Justice League tier list. Next on the list, Nightwing. Nightwing is top of S. This is my favorite superhero. I think he's the best of the Bat family, one of the best superheroes to ever be in DC. He's such a good leader. He's such a good fighter. I wish DC would respect him a little bit more recently. It seems like they've been using him as a punching bag a lot, and I wish they would stop doing that. Raven is up next. I'm going to put Raven in top of A. Raven's a very good character. I don't keep up with her comics at all, so I don't know how good she is. And then Red Hood, we're going to put bottom of S. I put him in S in the sidekick tier list video. I love Jason Todd. He's a very deep character. I like him as Red Hood. I like the work he does with the Outsiders. I don't have a lot of negatives to say about Red Hood. I think he just deserves this S spot. Then we have Tim Drake, aka Red Robin. We are going to put Tim Drake very top of B. He's a very good Robin. I think in the grand scheme of superheroes, he's outclassed by a lot of people. He is smart enough to be on par with like Batman and everybody, but he's not the same like fighting skill level as somebody like Grayson would be. Then we have Starfire. Starfire we're going to put above Oh, we'll put her right beside Red Robin. I really like Starfire. She's a great character. She's a little bit of a powerhouse, but not enough of a powerhouse to go up against some of the really big hitters. I really like her dynamic with other characters, which I think is why she deserves to be in B. Next person on this list is Kyle Rayner, who is in this picture the White Lantern. Kyle Rayner, I'll put him in B. I like Kyle. He's a great character. I think he's the first White Lantern in the comics. Um, like the first person to become the White Lantern in the comics. It's an interesting storyline with him getting all of the different rings. I think he's probably one of my least favorite of my main 3 Green Lanterns. So we have an S, an A, and now we have a B for the Lanterns. I'm just not as interested in Kyle. I think that both John and Hal are just better Lanterns. Even though they did not get the White Lantern, I think that DC kind of did that for Kyle to get people more invested in the character. This next person on the list is going to be our first Who Is That? I have no clue who this guy is. There's a good chance that's Captain Boomerang, but I don't know why it would be Captain Boomerang, so I think I'm wrong. I don't know who this is. I don't, and it could be the picture. I just cannot figure it out. Next, we have the Atom. I think it's Ray Palmer. Um, for this video, we're going to put him top of F. All he does is really grow his size. From what I remember, he's okay. Next, we have Azrael from Batman's comics. This is a tough one for me. I'm going to put him bottom of C. He's an interesting character. I don't know if he deserves to be on this list, honestly. He's okay. Next, we have Batwoman. I'm going to put Batwoman in bottom of B. I like Batwoman. I know a lot of people don't like Batwoman. I like that she's not claiming to be part of the Bat family most of the time. She's a little bit more brutal than Batman is. I think she's overall just a very good character. This next person is somebody I also should know, but I don't. So we're putting her in the Who Is That section. She looks familiar. I just cannot think of a name. Then we have Black Lightning. Black Lightning is A. I think mostly I like his interactions with Static Shock, so maybe we should drop him to B. He's a great character. I really liked the TV show, surprisingly. I didn't expect to. But I think Static Shock's better, and I wish Static Shock was on this list, but I do really like Black Lightning. Then we have Wildcat, who just because I don't want to move him to A, I'm going to put him literally right above Batman. I love Wildcat. I think his costume is also so cool. I used to be friends with somebody on Facebook that posted cosplay pictures, and they did a Wildcat cosplay, and it was so awesome because a lot of people didn't know the character either. They thought it was like a Batman variation. I think it just looks so cool. I really hope I have this guy's name right, but I think it is Wildcat. Next, we have Deadman. I'm going to put Deadman in high B also. He's hilarious. That's all it is. He is very funny. I like that he can possess people. I think that's awesome. He's a great character. Next up on the list, Dr. Fate. We're going to put Dr. Fate right above Batman, right above Superman. I don't like him as much as Raven and Wally, but Dr. Fate is such a good character. He's my favorite magic caster, or one of my favorite magic casters in DC. And I love the helmet storyline. I think he's just a great character overall. I think this next person is Etrigan. It looks like Etrigan from what I'm seeing right here. Assuming it's Etrigan, we are going to put Etrigan in bottom of A. I like that he rhymes. It's cool. Next, we have Hawkgirl and Hawkman right beside each other. We're going to just put both of them in C. So, okay, I'm not as interested in them. And then we have Huntress. Huntress is kind of a tough one for me. I think I'm going to put Huntress beside Damian in C. I never got too into Huntress. I think she's an okay character. I like the stories where she is Bruce Wayne's like descendant, I think daughter. But that's not always the case. I think I watched a clip from a recent movie where she was the daughter of Bruce and Selena. I know sometimes Huntress is a different person. I think this is Helena Wayne, though. Next, we have Jay Garrick, one of the Flashes. We're going to put him... We'll put him bottom of B. I like Jay. He's my least favorite speedster. He's still great. Just honestly is my least favorite of the speedsters. So next on this list is one of the new Green Lanterns. And I don't know either one of these new Green Lanterns, so we're just going to put them both in Who Is That. I haven't kept up with the Green Lantern storylines, so I just don't know who this is. Then we have Constantine. Constantine's S. He's such a witty guy. He's outsmarted a lot of the devils and stuff. He's such an interesting character. I really like Justice League Dark as a team and as the animated movies and everything. So I gotta give Constantine his props. He is my favorite spellcaster. So I said Dr. Fate is one of my favorites. Constantine is my favorite. I know he doesn't have the same power level, but I think he's just such a good character. And then we have this next guy. We're going to put him in Who Is That? But I think that's Lex Luthor. It looks like Lex Luthor, but it doesn't look familiar, so I don't want to put him there. This next person is Mara. I don't know much about Mara. So we're going to also put her in Who Is That? I don't want to rank her unfairly. I just don't know her very well. Then we have Miss Martian. We're going to put Miss Martian right above Martian Manhunter. I just really liked her in Young Justice. That's the entire reasoning. I just loved her in Young Justice. Red Tornado. Oh, this is not Red Tornado? This is Red Tornado. That's him, right? Why are there two? He's going into F. I'm going to say it's the same guy. He's going into F. I think this next guy might be, I think his name's like Wonder Man or something, but I'm not sure. So we're going to put him in Who Is That? Next is Plastic Man. Plastic Man's an S tier character. I'm not organizing the S tier to be any specific order right now. I don't know what the order would even be, but he is an S tier character. He's honestly terrifying as a character, and a lot of people just don't bring it up. He could take out most of the Justice League, if not all of the Justice League, by himself. Next on the list, we have Roy Harper. Roy is going to go right beside Wally. Just because I love Roy. I really like his dynamic with Red Hood. I like him in The Outsiders. I like that time skip where he gets all of the tattoos and loses an arm at one point, and Roy's just a really cool character. I think that might have been his clone. I might be talking about his clone, but he has a clone, and not all of these characters have clones, so I think that's also kind of cool. Um, Next are some of the Lantern Corps members. So this is a blue lantern. I think this is a purple lantern or pink lantern. I don't remember. I don't know who they are. Like I said, I kind of stopped keeping track of the Lantern Corps comic books. Next, we have Superboy. Superboy is A tier. I'm putting him under Etrigan. I do really like Superboy. Actually, we have to move Superman on this list under Superboy. I like all of the A tier characters more than I like Superman, and I do like Superboy more than I like Superman. I think he's a more interesting character. There's a lot of cool things that happen with Superboy. He has a lot of good moments in the comic books. I just am more interested genuinely in Superboy than I am in Superman. Next person on this list, I think, might be Swamp Thing. And I say I think because I get him confused with the Marvel counterpart. I think this is Swamp Thing, though. Assuming it's Swamp Thing, he's going to also go in B. I really like Swamp Thing. He's a good character. I like his interactions with Constantine and Batman and all of them. I like that he's kind of protecting the swamp. So I think he deserves B. Next on this list, I have no clue who this person is. I don't recognize that picture at all. We're putting them in Who Is That? And then we have Zatanna. I'm putting Zatanna. We're going to put her beside Dr. Fate. I'm going to put her above Dr. Fate. I just really like the character. I really liked her in the animated shows with Nightwing. I thought that was cool to see because she hasn't gotten a lot of showcase in animation so far that I've seen. She's a really cool spellcaster. So I'm a big Zatanna fan. I think she's really cool. I like that she dresses like a magician. I think she might professionally be a magician. Just a really interesting character. Next, we have Blue Beetle. This is the most recent Blue Beetle. Ted Kord is not on this list. I'm going to put Blue Beetle in A, above Superman, below. Oh no. I'm going to put Blue Beetle all the way beside Hal. I love Blue Beetle. He's a good character. His suit is so cool. He's underrated by most people. I'm happy he got a movie. I don't know how I feel about the movie. It was good, but it wasn't as good as I wanted it to be in some parts. I just really like Blue Beetle as a character. I think people should put more respect on Blue Beetle's name. Last person on this list is Captain Atom. This is a tough one I've been trying to think of while doing the last few characters. And I think for this list, I'm going to move Captain Atom to F. But if I'm putting him in F, I need to put the Hawks in F. I like Hawkgirl and Hawkman, and I ranked them a lot higher in the Justice League video. But I think when you're scoping it out this far, the F characters, they're really strong. They're really formidable. Captain Atom can go toe to toe with most of the heavy hitters in the DC universe and does a lot of damage with his blasts and everything. I just don't care about them. That's the main point of it, is I just don't care about the characters themselves. So that does wrap up this tier list. If you disagree with any of my comments, make sure to put it in the comment section. I want to see your guys' opinions on this. If you do like this video, leave a like. If you want to see more videos like this, you can subscribe to the channel. It's free. You can hit the notification bell if you want to see videos as they are uploaded. And other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you have a good day. And until next time, peace.